Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we are doing what if every single player on the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers were in their prime. So apparently I do this video every single year. One of my subscribers actually commented saying, yo, Crispy, are you gonna do this video this year? So shout out to you, man. I totally forgot who it was. I do apologize for that. But yeah, I totally forgot that I do this. I look back at my history, I was like, yep, I do this every year, man, so this should be a lot of fun. Just a good opportunity to kind of like really talk about the finals, what I think is going to happen, and, answer a few questions about it and all that good stuff, guys. So, the fun thing about this, too, is that every single year you get those guys on both teams that's just like they used to be dominant NBA players, but now they're just old or, they're just like not as good as they once were or something like that, man. So it's going to be fun seeing how these guys would actually operate if they were actually all in their prime. So if you guys don't mind dropping a like on this video, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you do want a few more thoughts about what I think is going to happen in the NBA Finals, go check out my second channel, Extra Crispy, guys. One of my videos, the one with Stephen A. Smith in it, I went more in depth about it. If you guys do want to hear that, man, second channel, Extra Crispy, go check that out. So yes, what exactly would these teams be looking like? Well, I used a mix of like the all-star or all-time teams and some of the historical teams to try to get the best players possible, the best form of each player possible. So yeah, this was looking like, guys. For the Lakers, we got LeBron James. So ironically enough, this is actually the Miami Heat version. This is the year, I think what was like 2013 or 2014 or something like that. He absolutely had the most dominant season of all time. Yeah, right here, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists per game. Efficiency was literally off the charts at about 57% field goal percentage. We're using that version of LeBron James. For Anthony Davis, he's actually in his prime right now. The Pelicans version, sure, he probably scored a bit better, but then again, he didn't have LeBron James on his team. But yeah, that one is actually 94 overall. So we got current Anthony Davis. We have Dwight Howard from the Orlando Magic days. We all know how dominant he was. Defensive player of the year winner. Has been to the NBA Finals before. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how he operates with this team. Then we do have the Boston Celtics version of Rajon Rondo. Of course, he was the leader of the big, we say the big three, but to me it's a big four, man. Like, Rondo was young and everything, but he was just as crucial as anybody else on that Boston Celtics team. Then we also have a Boston Celtics version of Avery Bradley. So yeah, this was around the 2016, 2017 era of basketball. If you guys remember Avery Bradley, he was like a go-to number one, number two option at this time. Was a great defensive player. Now, obviously, over the years, he's had injuries and stuff and has regressed a bit. But yeah, this was definitely the best of his best right here, man. I loved that version of Avery Bradley. Went to the Detroit Pistons, and yeah, it was kind of downhill, as it is for a lot of players that go to my team. Then we also got Danny Green. This is the all-time version from the San Antonio Spurs, of course. Has been to the NBA Finals and stuff like that. But yeah, this version, my guess was from the 2015 team, 12 points per game, 4 rebounds, a steal, a block, really good efficiency across the board. So he's going to be crucial to this team because obviously he's still a really good player, but this is the best of the best right here, teaming up with LeBron James. We do have JaVale McGee. I believe this is from either like the Golden State Warrior days or maybe the Washington Wizards. I don't know, 82 overall. Might have been a little lenient, but this season right here, man, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks per game. That would be roughly around an 80 overall player, I would say, based off that era of 2K. We do have Kyle Kuzma. This is actually last year's version, a year younger, back when he was closer to like a 17, 18 point per game scorer. This year regressed a little bit, not having as prominent of a role in the offense. We got KCP. This is the Detroit Pistons version right here, because for a while there, he was like a top 2 scorer on our team, playing with like Greg Monroe and stuff. He was fine. I mean, obviously had trouble with efficiency, as he does in real life right now too. But yeah, man. We also got Markieff Morris from the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, he was one of the go-to scorers alongside his brother Marcus Morris. We got Jared Dudley, 79 overall. So this is back from his days, mainly the Phoenix Suns. When he was a bit younger and stuff, had some really good seasons as a knockdown 3-point shooter. We got Dion Waiters, Miami Heat version. We got J.R. Smith. This was the best one I could find. I believe this is one from the New York Knicks. And I think he actually did win 6th Man of the Year that year too, man. So yeah, 79 overall. I could have swore there was a higher overall version, but yeah, 79. I thought there would have been like 82, 84. I did not do this, guys. I did not put Caruso in the G League. I don't know why it happened, man. Call from G League. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Laker fans. The game did that itself. I did not do that. But we have Alex Caruso, Quinn Cook, and yeah, these guys, either in their prime or just were never that good to begin with. So yeah, man, this team's gonna be probably impossible to beat. I don't see the Miami Heat team in this game getting past this team, but we'll see if it happens. Looking at the Miami Heat, we got Jimmy Butler. This is Chicago Bulls version, 91 overall. Of course, when he was a little bit younger, man. But yeah, he obviously, this is probably from the 2017 season, 24 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Definitely was number one option, as he can be right now too, but in a different way he's a number one option. Like now he's more like a jack of all trades type of number one. But still really good numbers. We got Bam Adebayo, of course, is in his prime. So 2K has him listed as an 86 overall. That is one change I did make, where it's like, if there's a guy that's clearly playing better than what their current rating is, and I would say how they're playing now is kind of how they are in their prime. So yeah, listed as an 86. I put him an 89 overall. I thought it was fair. So that should be interesting. We got Andre Iguodala from the Philadelphia 76ers versions. It's the best version that I could find in the game. Of course, he had a decent season here on Denver, but no, his best years was definitely, early on in Philadelphia. I think it was actually a little bit after Allen Iverson left. That's when he really started, blossoming as a player. We got Goran Dragic. So this one could be one of two. This could either be, the Phoenix Suns days, or really like his first few seasons on the Miami Heat. I believe this season, 2017, he was actually an All-Star. So I think it's closer to that version. But yeah, he's had some really good seasons for Phoenix also. So 84 overall, what I kind of felt was right. Udonis Haslem, this is from the all-time team right here. I don't know if he's truly been an 84 overall player, but that's what 2K has him at in the game. That might just be, being a little nice considering, all the years he's played for the Miami Heat and stuff. But yeah, right here, 12 points, 9 rebounds, probably from this season. We do have Jay Crowder. He's from the Boston Celtics version, where he had some really nice seasons, 14 points, 5 rebounds per game. We got Tyler Hero listed as a 78 overall in the game. I put him at 81. You might even say he's probably playing a little higher than that. I probably could have gotten with like an 84 overall, but, I didn't want to juice up the players too much. We got Kelly Olynyk, a few rating points higher. He was like a 79 for the Boston Celtics. We got Kendrick Nunn, 79 overall. Duncan Robinson, 78 overall. Of course, great three-point shooter. Myers Leonard, I think this is the Portland Trailblazers version. Derrick Jones, Solomon Hill, actually a little bit better. He's had some better seasons than what he's been in real life here, I think, from like the Indiana Pacers. Yeah, guys, this is going to be the team. So, for me personally in the simulation, I don't think the Heat stand a chance. And that's just not because I actually have them winning in real life, believe it or not. I know Laker fans hate me. Apparently, I'm a Lakers hater because I picked the Miami Heat. Like, it has nothing to... No, somebody said because, Crispy, you picked the Clippers. Clippers have nothing to do with the Lakers, guys. They're a completely different franchise. I only picked the Clippers at the beginning of the season because that's what I felt. Had nothing to do about the Lakers, and then apparently I'm a Lakers hater because I picked the Heat. It's like, no, just because, like, somebody does not pick your team does not mean you're a hater. Like, I don't understand that, man. Like, sometimes fans get a little bit too sensitive about their team. But, yeah. So, we're going to see how the simulation goes. We're going to do an entire regular season. I want to see how all these guys do together. And then we're going to see how they do in the finals. If the teams not both make it to the finals, then I will do another simulation until they get there. But yeah, guys, so for the starting lineups, this is the one that I went to. Goran, Jimmy, Iguodala, Udonis Haslem, and Bam Adebayo. So this should be a little interesting. We definitely got to get some run out there to Duncan Robinson, man. Three-point sniper, right? But then again, if there's other guys playing better in the prime, they're going to get more minutes. So that should be interesting. Then for the Lakers, we got Rondo, Avery Bradley, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, GG, man. This team might actually go like 80-2 or something. Like, I could really actually see that happening. So we'll see, man. Let's simulate this season. So as the season does simulate, I do want to talk about, there was 3 questions from The Ringer that I looked up, 3 questions about the NBA Finals preview that I want to give you guys my answers to, because I've already talked about who I think is going to win stuff, so I want to do something else with this. So the first question was, can the Lakers space the floor against the Heat? So I saw a lot of people out there, kind of arguing, saying that the Heat are going to have issues with Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, but I think that does work both ways, because I do think the Lakers are going to have issues with the spacing of the Miami Heat, man. So which one's going to prevail? Well, recent history says that smaller ball lineups, teams that can shoot better, do prevail. But, obviously when you have LeBron, Anthony Davis, because AD can guard anybody. JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, those guys make me a little nervous defensively, guarding perimeter players, obviously on the inside, it's a GG and stuff. But yeah, so I expect to see a lot of Anthony Davis as center because, like I said, he can play defense on pretty much anybody if you ask me. I expect to see a lot of Kyle Kuzma at the 4, playing the perimeter and stuff, or maybe even lineups. I would even go as far as running like 3-guard lineups, going with like Rondo, Caruso, KCP, LeBron at 4, AD at the 5. I think we're going to see a lot of those type of lineups too. Danny Green out there somewhere too. We'll see a lot of that. For the Miami Heat, I'm pretty much spacing the entire series. Like, I'm not even trying to match up with the big guys because it's just, they just don't have the talent to do that at the, for the big guy spot. Like, obviously Bam's great, but beyond Bam, the front court players. I would do a lot of Iguodala at the 4, I'm thinking. Myers Leonard probably would not play too much. Kelly Olynyk situational for a 3-point spacer, obviously. Maybe if you want a little extra height out there, you run him at the 4 with Bam at times, and that could actually work out kind of nicely. I'm running a lot of Jay Crowder at the 4 like they've been doing. So yeah, I do think the Lakers are going to struggle with that, but they have so much talent. It's just going to be kind of like shifting the rotations, which they're okay with doing. I believe they did that also against, was it the Denver Nuggets, where like, I'm pretty sure like Dwight and JaVale did not play that entire series. So yeah, they're probably okay with doing that again. The next question was, how much will LeBron versus Jimmy dictate this series? Okay, so another interesting question from a number standpoint. Like, LeBron is going to blow Jimmy Butler out of the water. That's because he just does. Like, he puts up numbers against Jimmy. But what Jimmy needs to do is not focus so much on, stopping LeBron. He needs to focus on playmaking and getting the guys around him involved. That's how you can beat the Lakers, right? Is just being able to, because if you try to go head-to-head with LeBron, you're going to fail. LeBron's top 2 player of all time. Some might even say the best of all time, right? So I think Jimmy's good enough in different and good amount of ways where he's not going to focus on that. He's not going to try to match him bucket for bucket. I think he's really going to focus just on, let me contain LeBron to the best that I can. And if that means, holding him to 25 points instead of letting him score 35 points, hey, that's plus 10 right there for you, right? Because LeBron's going to get his no matter what. So it's going to be a big deciding factor, but I think it's going to be really the role players of both teams that's going to ultimately decide this series. And then we got, can Bam Adebayo play Anthony Davis to a draw? No, you cannot. Bam Adebayo, is fantastic. Did he get most improved player? Pretty sure he did, right? Or no, it was Brandon Ingram. Bam should have got it, I think. Well, either one. I was actually happy either way with that. But no, once again, Anthony Davis is a top big guy in the NBA. Not saying Bam Adebayo is not, but once again, you don't want to try to outplay Anthony Davis. It's just not going to happen. You want to try to negate him, and you want to try to get as close as possible as you can to his stats, but also, without going outside the system. Like, I don't want Bam taking too many shots trying to match AD, as opposed to running the offense that has gotten the Miami Heat here, right? So what needs to happen is Jimmy Butler needs to try to just do the best he can with LeBron. Bam Adebayo, same with Anthony Davis, and the rest of the role players have to outplay the other guys, because that's where the Miami Heat can really be, have their big strength at. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be easy because the Lakers, LeBron, AD. So yeah, man, look at the record. We got 70-11 for the Lakers, while the Heat went 61-21. So clearly one team was better than the other. My prediction was the Lakers to win this all anyway, because just look at that damn team, right? We'll see how it goes. We got LeBron James as MVP. The Miami Heat version, as efficient as ever. We got Dylan Windler, Rookie of the Year, good for you, man. Schroeder, Giannis, Jamal, Frank Vogel, Coach of the Year. All-NBA first, we got LeBron. All-NBA second looking like this, so no Heat or Lakers. And All-NBA third with Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard. Then we got Jimmy Butler making the All-NBA team with LeBron and Dwight Howard, and no other guys over there. Okay, man, so we're in the playoffs. Both teams are number 1 seed, so that's nice to see. What I'm going to do real quick here is I'm going to turn off autosave. Yeah, let me turn off autosave, and I'm gonna save this just in case I have to go back and resimulate it so I can get these teams to the finals and stuff. So let me do that real quick there, and let's go to the player stats. See how both these teams did. So looking at the leading scores, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, no surprise there. AD scoring actually down a little bit. Dwight Howard, though, 22 and 12 with 1 steal, 2 blocks per game, absolutely deadly. Rondo at 17 points. The scoring actually kind of surprised me. I thought he was going to average just 2 points and 20 assists. He did average about 13, which is pretty damn impressive considering LeBron James also got 12 assists himself. About 2 steals. Danny Green at 10 points. JaVale McGee, putting up decent numbers. Kuzma, fine. Avery Bradley, not all that impressive, actually. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. When you're on a team like this, obviously you got to make sacrifices. So, and that's the thing. A lot of these players, they could still be really good, but maybe they're just not really showing that because they are more of role players now instead of go-to guys. Dudley got no runtime though, man. But no, looking at the 3-point shooting, KCP, Avery Bradley all brought it. Kuzma, JaVale McGee shot 0.1 attempts per game. Don't know why. 45 for you. Rondo 38%. He was definitely not that type of 3-point shooter on the Celtics, so if we're being honest. But yeah, man, so that's pretty interesting. Looking at the Heat, leading scorer, no doubt, is Jimmy Butler, 24, 5, and 7. We got Dragic, that's pretty much what Dragic's doing right now, though. So he maybe even be playing his best basketball all the time. Bam Adebayo 16 and 11, Iguodala at 15 and 7. Never really a big time bulk score, so but still good all around numbers. Hero was nice. Udonis Haslem at 10 and 10, which could actually, I was thinking he could hurt the team because he doesn't really shoot threes or anything. But then again, they are running Dwight at center with AD at power forward, so kind of a more traditional type of lineup, sort of. Although AD can shoot the basketball. But yeah, Udonis Haslem though from the baseline, Bro, that shit was money, man. But yeah, here we go. Here we go. Let's go ahead and simulate this. Hopefully both these teams get to the finals. I know we got to re-simulate. But yeah, simulate round. See how this goes. Let's get it, man. But no, man, what are your predictions? What do you think happens? Like I said, just my biggest, like, pet peeve is just, like, people that laugh at you for saying that the team that they don't think is going to win is going to win. Man, I had so many cancerous comments, man. It's just saying, like, imagine thinking the Heat are going to win. It's like, bro, imagine thinking a team that's not in the finals doesn't have a chance. Like, it makes no sense to me, but, you know, some people are just really disrespectful in the world. And, you know, it's like, if there's one thing to be supportive of your team, and there's nothing to be ignorant towards people. And I choose, you know, not to be that way. But, you know, some people are just like that. So, that's it. If the Lakers win, that's cool. I have no issue with that, man. I just think the Heat are going to win because I like the underdog dog story. But the Lakers win, I'm completely cool with that too, man. I don't really have any, like, you know, horses in either race over here. They're just, you know, both two really talented teams. I just like a good underdog story personally, man. But, yeah, we got both. Ooh, yo, Dallas. Hey, oh, yo, Dallas almost took out LeBron, the Lakers. That would have been something, man. That's like the team I don't expect to do this. But, wow. Yo, big time game for Rondo, 22-7 and 14. Heat are kind of having their way with all their teams. We got 27 for Dragic, 25-8 and 12 for Jimmy Butler, 16-14 for Udonis Haslem, killing it out there, man. All right, next series, simulate round. Hopefully both these teams can just move on, man. Let's just do it. Both teams get to the finals. Don't got to worry about nothing. And there we have it, guys. Lakers and Heat in the NBA Finals. Dwight Howard, 35 and 14 with 5 blocks. Yup, I remember those days, man. You know, some of you young bloods out there don't, but I definitely do remember the days of Dwight Howard. He was actually one of my favorite players back when he was on the Magic and stuff. I actually like that team a lot. Jameer Nelson, they had Hedo Turkoglu, they had Rashard Lewis, 4 spot, or the 2 spot. I think it was like sometimes JJ Redick, Mikael Beatrice played there a little bit. There was also, was it Courtney Lee? I don't know, man. The 2 spot kind of, you know, switched up for that team quite a bit. Here we go, man. Simulate with Simcast. Game 1. We got the prime teams out here, man. Let's see who wins this all. Maybe the Heat, the Heat are kind of, okay, maybe interesting in this. They might get game 1, and yes, they do. 109-98, 25 for Jimmy Butler, the LeBron stopper. Iguodala at 17. I'm just joking, man. He's definitely not the LeBron stopper, but sometimes the container, not even really that. LeBron just kind of has this way with no matter who he plays against. All right, similar with Simcast, guys. Game 2. Let's get it. See if the Lakers can bounce back, or maybe if the Heat just go up and sweep this series, I'll be so shocked. No, it looks like the Lakers. 53 points in the third quarter. So we got Jimmy at 32, 20 for Bam, out of bio. And we got LeBron. Oh my God. 62 points, 17 assists. All right, man. Simulate with Simcast. Let's get game 3. Let's get game 3, man. Who's going to get it, man? Miami Heat or Los Angeles Lakers? The Lakers are making this a lot more of a ball game than I thought they would. I just looked at that Lakers team, I was like, damn. But then again, yo, we got 47 for Jimmy Butler. Chemistry-wise, this Heat team works a bit more than this Laker team. But sometimes there is too much of a good thing. Like, you know, if Dwight shooting 14 times or Rondo at 15, that means LeBron only shot 13. But he did kind of choke 5 for 13 in that game. So, similar with Simcast. I'm still expecting a 7-game series. Yeah, the Lakers are not going down easy. Even in real life, I expect a 7-game series. I think both these teams are that good and that deep and playing that well. So, we got 142, 130. 28 for Jimmy Butler. And we got LeBron, another big-time game, 44, 5, and 15. All right, we got a tied series. Simulate with Simcast. Here we go, man. I'd really just hope for a good basketball series, though. I really hope it's not like... I hope like the Heat are just not like too like far ahead of themselves and just get like swept. Like I would just hate that. I'm not saying that disrespectfully, but just because like nobody expected the Heat to get here, I don't think that will happen because obviously the Heat are here. But man, I would just hate that so much if it's just like a complete just blowout, man. I want it to be just like a great series all around. Simulate with Simcast. Will the Lakers close it out, or will the Heat force a game 7, man? Looking like an absolute. Ooh, that's kind of close. And nope, it looks like. Yo, there we go. We got the Lakers winning it all, guys. Okay, man. LeBron James, Finals MVP, 37 points, 4 rebounds, and 12 assists. So there's your answer, guys. If both these teams were on their prime, the Lakers will win 4-2. That's how it would be, man. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed this video, this little NBA Finals Crispy Flakes preview. It's a lot of fun to make, guys. You know, makes me think about like my old type of videos I used to make and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.